So to follow up on the video that I did about Goku's time on planet Yardrat and learning the teleportation technique, the Shunkan Ito, the instantaneous movement or instant transmission in the dub, I thought I'd do a follow-up video about the different types of teleportation techniques in Dragon Ball, because Goku's not the only guy who can teleport. Other people can, but the techniques they use are not the same as his. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to punch that subscribe button and enable notifications so that you get every video that I upload right to your device, right when it goes up. And thank you for your continued support. Goku learned the instantaneous movement from the inhabitants of planet Yardrat, and it's really the first time that we actually see true teleportation in Dragon Ball. Now, one of those nasty dub changes that kind of annoyed me for many years is when Vegeta in the English dub says it's just super speed. That's actually not the case at all. Instantaneous movement is instant. Snap, you're there. Now, in the Dragon Ball Z movie, specifically movies 6 and 8, we see Goku enter what some have called the Teleportation Zone, which is what the animators use to show the audience Goku's matter moving from one place to another, but it's still not super speed. Instantaneous movement allows Goku to, with a little bit of concentration based on either a location he's been to already or an energy source that he can sense, literally move his body great distances, including through space, including to even other realms like the other world. Once Goku locks onto a location or an energy, boom, he's there, literally transferring his matter from one place to another. Once again, proving it's not speed, because no matter how fast you are, you can't run to the other world. Maybe Flash can do it, but that might be the only guy. But it's interesting because according to Dragon Ball GT, and again, it's up to you as to whether or not you want to count this, Goku's ability to demolecularize actually becomes harder for him to do when he becomes a child, probably because he's not used to that body, or because it's a smaller body and thus has less molecules. One would think that it would be easier, but in fact, in a way, it's like Goku's not even used to being a kid again, whereas he had his adult body for many years. Now, another dub change that has confused people is that King Kai in the Funimation dub says that he could have taught Goku the technique, but that's only in the English dub. In the Japanese version and in the manga, he just asked about the Yardrats. The only other characters that are able to use this technique in Dragon Ball thus far are Cooler in the Meta Cooler movie, which some people actually have theorized that Cooler went to Yardrat and learned it there, but that's never actually stated. Cell, of course, learns the technique when he almost dies, when he blows himself up in the Cell Saga. Also, Kid Buu learned how to use it after seeing Goku use it once. And further in Dragon Ball into Super, Goku Black learned how to use the technique. Now, the other form of teleportation that we see in Dragon Ball is what I like to call the God's teleportation, or the heavenly teleportation. This is the technique that Kibito uses, where he can instantly teleport himself and others to a different location. But the difference between this technique and the one that the Yardrats taught Goku is that he doesn't have to focus on energy or ki. He can just boom, go there. But it does tend to drain your energy and make you tired when you use the technique. We don't know exactly how far Kibito can move, but we know that he can go between realms and actually deep into space, which is shown in the series when the fusion of Supreme Kai and Kibito go to planet Namek, which, as we know, is extremely far away from the Earth and from the Sacred Realm. Just remember, this is not the same technique that Goku uses. Now, the final teleportation technique I want to talk about is Babidi's Paparapa. Now, with Goku and Kibito's teleportation, they could move groups of people if they were touching him. But with Babidi, he doesn't need you to be touching him because he essentially uses an incantation or a magic spell. This version of teleportation is rooted in magic, where he will yell out Paparapa and you can transport people, large groups, into different places, even if these individuals are significantly stronger than him, or even if they are Kais. So that technique is very powerful, but understand that Babidi also says Paparapa for other spells, so the name of the move may not actually be Paparapa, but that's what I'm calling it so that you know what I'm talking about here for the purposes of this video. Now, Janemba and Lord Beerus also have a version of teleportation, but that's one used only in combat to where you can actually see them demolecularize and then reappear in a different place. Of course, Janemba's reality warping abilities allowed him to do this, and Beerus did it in the Battle of Gods movie because, well, he's a god of destruction and he can do that. So with that being said, I'll bring this video to an end. Press that like button if you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, think about subscribing and become a member of the Geek Army, because I got more of these coming in the future. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. Check out some of these videos too.